Okay, so middle of the day, and I am drinking out of this glass that my brother-in-law and sister-in-law got me for Christmas. It's flavored water. It's middle of the day. I ain't putting anything in there that's strong. You don't care. Make sure you join the Discord, which is going to be down in the description box below. This video is going to talk about Apex Legends. Now, a lot of people may not know what this is who watch us regularly because this is actually a game that you can play on really many different platforms. But I play it on the PlayStation, and I don't have a PS5. I'm not going to get a PS5 for a while. Way too pricey, in my opinion. But anyway, regardless, I played on the PS4, and I'm going to talk about my complaints or my gripes about Apex Legends. I will say it's a great game. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the good and the bad, but mainly I'm going to focus on my gripes. I do like the fact that Apex Legends does have it updates and changes quite often. Um, they create new maps and they create new themes. They do a lot of different things. They have a lot of creative weapons. I think they're great. Some weapons I don't see the point of, like the P2020 is a waste. It's a pointless weapon. There are some people who can name others. The Havoc rifle, can't stand it. It's such a long delay to use. I don't like it. The Sentinel, not a big fan of it. It just, yeah, not a big fan of that. But that's not as big of an issue, right? So I do like all of that. The things that I have that are wrong or that I have an issue with is Apex Legends, and me and a friend of mine, we talk about this. They represent everything. Apex is great about that. They have a Korean guy who is, I forget his name now, but he is one of the characters. They have a guy, I think that he's Samoan, maybe, I'm not for sure, who's a character. They have, a British lady, which is one of the newest ones, who's a legend. They have someone who is of Middle Eastern descent. They have Hispanic. They have two black women. I think one of them could even be Blasian, who's the medic. And again, I forget the names. They have a robot, and one of my all-time favorites is Revenant. I love Revenant. His antics and tactics. Well, not his antics and tactics, but his little vocal quibs are funny. I love it. It's just he's just rude and it's funny. I love it. But they don't have any black male legends, and I have an issue with that. I think that they should. I think that they should definitely have a black male legend. Now, some will say that they probably don't want to, because it's a violent game, they don't want to contribute to that type of thing. But I think that they should still have a black male character, especially when there's a lot of black men who play on Apex Legends. It'd be nice to have that representation. Now, I know some people will be like, who cares? But, I mean, whatever. You're entitled to your opinions and views, just like I am. That's one of the gripes. The biggest issue I have, which has nothing to do with the game itself, is just characters who play, people who play, regular people. So when you drop, let's say that you're coming out of the drop ship, one of the things I never understand is people who drop early. As soon as the countdown clock gets to 0, they drop, or they drop where everyone else drops. It's one of the most stupidest things I've ever seen happen, and you see a lot of people who do that. I don't know if they really, and we all die early. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's their whole point, is to play game after game after game after game really quickly. I don't know. But it's a dumb gameplay, in my opinion, because you don't get a chance to get anything. So, because everyone's landing in the same location, all the weapons are gone, and you're obviously going to get wiped out. Rarely, and I've played this game a lot, rarely have I seen it where we've all landed, like, 5 teams landed in one spot and my team came victorious. It just, the odds are stacked against you, and I never understand that. People drop immediately. And it's just, I don't get that. So that's my other complaint. My other complaint is people who leave early. They get killed, so they leave early because they're mad that they got killed or they want to play another game. I think that Apex, and at a time, they blocked people from doing that. That if you wanted to leave, that basically you were in timeout for a bit. Like it took a while for you to come back in. They should either bring that back or prevent people from basically leaving the game. You see what I'm saying? They should only be able to leave the game if you're not able to pick up their banner. So if the time to pick up the banner has expired, then they should be able to leave the game if they want to. But I don't think they should just be able to leave whenever they want and leave everybody else in the lurch. I just think that that's bad gameplay. The other thing is that I think Apex should also, and there are going to be some hardcore gamers. I am not. Okay, it's just for fun. And there's a lot of people who are going to be hardcore gamers that will disagree probably, and that's completely okay. Or say you don't know what you're talking about, and you probably are right. But Apex doesn't allow for you to have the same characters. If you're on the same team, and if I want to be Revenant and someone else wants to be Revenant, why not allow both to be whoever they want to be? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. To me, it's annoying. I think that they should be able to allow people to be the same characters if they want to. I also think that if you were to die and you come back, which you can do this on like the Winter Express, you should be able to choose a different character if you want to be. So if you were Revenant before and you want to be Caustic when you come back, you should be able to do that, I think. So yeah, those are my gripes. The biggest one being that people land right in one spot. And that has nothing to do with Apex, the creators. That's just people. The biggest issue that I have is they all land in one particular spot, and then the odds are stacked against you. I don't understand why people do that. And I've seen people on YouTube that play, who are gamers, who play Apex, and you see them drop, and they don't do that. Or if they do drop early, they have the skill level to wipe everybody out. That would be one thing. Right? I played with someone once who had a high kill ratio. I mean, the other two folks, myself and the other person, did decent. This person like doubled what we did. And they dropped early, and that's one of those instances where, okay, it made sense, but they carried the team. The people that I know of that drop early, or that I don't know of, but the people that I'm with that drop early, and they drop where everybody else drops, they're not that good. I mean, I'm not good either. I don't consider myself good by no means, but I'm okay. And you have a lot of okay people that all drop in the same spot. And to me, that's one of the stupidest gameplays ever. I'd rather drop far out in different areas and you can see where people are dropping. You want to get the chance to get well equipped so that you can then go and fight your way in. That makes better sense than, landing in the center, or probably is where the zone is going to end anyway. You're landing there, and well, of course the zone can be anywhere, but you're landing there and everybody's going to be coming to you. Like, it's an exhaustive defeating purpose, unless again you're playing with someone or two people that are really, 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 really good. And most of the people that play Apex Legends, the vast majority are not super good. Many of them are better than I am. But I have no problem admitting that. But most of them are not like that skilled to where, doesn't matter the circumstance, they can have. The one guy I watched, he was playing Revenant, and Revenant hadn't been out that much, haven't been out that long, and he was able to. He's in a firefight. And so he shoots and gets this one guy. He slides, ducks, turn around, get the other guy. They're down on the ground. He sees some other folks fighting. He comes over here. He throws a grenade or whatever. And he gets those people. He starts shooting some other people. He then shoots another person, wipes out that team where he got the others. Changed his weapon out. Like, he was ridiculous all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was literally all over the place and was wiping people out, mopping them, right? Like, they were shooting at him and it didn't matter. He could go someplace quickly. I guess it was just confidence, skill level, obviously, but just confident that, hey, no one's going to come after me in time. I'm able to actually charge my shield. I'm able to do whatever I need to do. I don't know what it is. When I play, I'm always thinking someone's going to come and finish. And then when they never do, I'm thinking, that's dumb. You know what I mean? But that was the one person I played with that I tried to befriend. They never did accept it. And I noticed they once we won the thing, they were done. They were gone. Because when you finish a game, you can see the people that you played with on the side, and their thing was gone. Now, whether they were a game developer, I don't know. But, I've played with someone once that was just insane. Just insane. I played with other people who were really good, like really, really good. This one person was insane, and the one YouTuber that I saw that was playing with Revenant was just like that. Just all over the place, just mopping people. Like, literally mopping people. And I admire those folks. I think the one guy that I saw on YouTube was like British, because, just going on his accent. I don't know his name, but he's fairly popular just looking at his number of subscribers. But he was insane. But my biggest complaints are, I hate the P2020, I hate the Havoc rifle, and I can do without the Sentinel. I don't see the point in the P2020. Some people don't like the Mozambique, but it's okay. It's still not, I try to avoid it. So that's as far as the weapons go. As far as the gameplay, I don't think they should allow people to be able to leave the game unless their time has expired. Then they should be able to. I think also that if a person dies, they should be able to come back as a different character if they want to. The other thing is, I think that even at the closing ring, like when it's down to the last two teams and you have that tiny little bubble, I still think there should be a chance for you to be able to bring a teammate back. I think there should be another respawn beacon there that allows you, if you're able to do so, because the odds are against you. If you have to stop and try to respawn a person and you have another team going at you, it's still challenging, but it's possible, right? They have it where now that it gets to a certain point where it actually closes down so much that you don't have a chance to respawn a person back. I think you should be able to if you can. Let's see, what else? I do think that there should be a black male character there. And who knows, they might do so. But I think that to me, and that's something that has been written about, and there's bloggers that talk about it. I know that my friend and we've talked about it. He's a black dude too. And it's like, you got everybody represented, but you don't have us. You don't have black dudes represented. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty cool game. I like the fact that they do a lot of updates. I like the fact that they have a good little storyline going. All of that stuff is cool. It's a game that really does take up a lot of my time. Other than some of the things they can't control, which is everybody dropping in the same spot, it's a pretty cool game. I also think, here's the thing too. Let's say that they drop out of the drop ship and you pick a particular direction and someone goes there, right? I think that a person should still be able to decide where they want to go. So let me explain it this way. Let's say that you say, I suggest over here, and someone tries to drop early. If they drop early, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, you can kind of fly off someplace else, but you're still in that same general area. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. The dog once again. You're still in that same general area, but they should be able to allow you to float out much further, because a lot of times you're in a bad position. You know what I mean? Like when and what I'm talking about is like when there's like, you see a whole cloud of people dropping and you have a person dropping right there, there's really no place to go. You're kind of going down with the ship too. It would be nice if there was a way for you to be able to keep going if you wanted to. Like you can still keep, and there are people who have a much better skill level and they probably can, but it just seems like it's kind of difficult to do. Anyhow, tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me some of your tricks. if you want to. That'd be nice. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Make sure you join the Discord. It's going to be down in the description box below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.